Tension builds early as Sarana and Wagner explore the depths of the Nimzondian defense normal variation in Grand Prix Pluscity Open Austrian Team Blitz Championship Round 8. On d4. Knight f6. On c4. On e6. Knight c3. Bishop b4. On e3. King castled kingside. This position is typical of Nimzondian defense normal variation. Bishop d3. On c5. Knight e2. On d5. On a3. Threatening pawn takes b4. On takes d4 played by Wagner. On takes b4. On takes c3. Knight takes c3. Knight c6. On b5. Threatening pawn takes c6. Knight e5 played by Wagner. On c5. Knight takes d3 check. Queen takes d3. Queen c7. It is novelty move. Threatening queen takes c5. On b4 played by Sarana. Bishop d7. Bishop b2. Sarana is planning to play. King castled kingside. On a5. On b6 and put immense pressure on the opponent. On a5 played by Wagner. On takes a6. On takes a6. King castled kingside. Queen b7. Queen d4. Rook a b8. Bishop a3. Rook fe8. On f4. Queen c7. Rook fb1. On e5. Threatening pawn takes d4. On takes e5 played by Sarana. Rook takes e5. Queen f4. Sarana is planning to play. Rook f1. Rook be8. Knight takes d5 and establish a winning position. Rook b8 played by Wagner. Bishop b2. Sarana considers playing. Knight d1. Knight g4. Bishop takes e5 and take decisive advantage. Queen b7 played by Wagner. Threatening rook takes e3. Rook e1 played by Sarana. Rook f5. Threatening rook takes f4. Queen d4 played by Sarana. Rook g5. Wagner is preparing to play. Rook g4. On e4. On takes e4 and increase their advantage significantly. Rook e2 played by Sarana. On h5. Rook f1. Threatening rook takes f6. Rook g4 played by Wagner. Threatening rook takes d4. Rook f4 played by Sarana. Rook takes f4. Queen takes f4. Bishop g4. Rook f to stop here and find the strongest move for Wagner. Queen e7 is the correct move because on h3. Bishop d7. Rook f3. Bishop c6. Queen d4. Queen d7 position is equal. Let's proceed to the main line. Threatening bishop takes e2. Rook f2 played by Sarana. Knight e4 is an inaccurate played by Wagner. Threatening knight takes f2. Knight takes e4 played by Sarana. Rook takes e4. Queen g5. Threatening queen takes g7 mate. Pawn f6 played by Wagner. Threatening pawn takes g5. Bishop takes f6 played by Sarana. Rook takes b4. On h3, pause the video and find the best move for Wagner. On d4 is logical continuation as pawn takes d4. Bishop e6. Pawn c6. Queen c7. Bishop e5. Rook b5. Still Wagner is losing. Let's proceed to the main line. On h3. Sarana's idea is to play pawn c6. Queen a7. Bishop e5 and establish a winning position. Bishop e6 is not the best move played by Wagner. Pawn c6. Threatening pawn takes b7. Queen c7 played by Wagner. Bishop e5. Pause the video and find the best move for Wagner. Queen takes e5 is the right idea because Queen takes e5. Rook e4. Queen b8 check. King h7. Rook f8. On h4. Still Wagner is losing. Let's explore the main line. Wagner wants to play Rook b1 check. Rook f1. Rook takes f1 check. King takes f1. Queen f7. Queen g3. Bishop c8. King e2. Queen takes f6 and gain a significant edge. Bishop e5 played by Sarana. Sarana might go for King h2. Queen takes e5 check. Queen takes e5 and establish a winning position. Queen a7 is not the best move played by Wagner. On c7. Rook b1 check. King h2. Pause the video and find the best move for Wagner. Queen takes c7 is the correct move because Bishop takes c7. Bishop g4. Queen takes d5 check. King h7. Queen e4 check. King h6. Still Wagner is losing. Let's analyze the main game. King h2. Threatening queen takes g7 mate. King h7 is a blunder played by Wagner. Queen takes g7 mate, a masterful performance by Sarana.